Hi, my name is Laura Vernon. I'm Provost Fellow for Student Mental Health here at FAU. I'm also a professor of psychology at the Wilkes Honors College, and I am founder of FAU Thrive Wellness and Support Network. I am here today with Alexia Betances, who is a student who is one of the founding members of Keep Moving, an amazing initiative that came out of the COVID challenge from the Division of Research. And I will let Alexia introduce herself and tell us a little bit about herself.
So my name is Alexia Betances. I am a sophomore currently at Florida Atlantic University, and I'm majoring in social work. For social work, I want to specialize in mental health, and I am set to graduate next fall.
Great. And tell us a little bit about Keep Moving. That's a really neat set of initiatives that is aimed at helping people overcome some of the challenges that are facing all of us while we've been stuck at home during the COVID-19 pandemic. What's your piece in that?
So basically, like you said, Keep Moving is an initiative that combats at-home challenges by doing motivational segments, fitness challenges, mental health, like mental health posts and wellness posts and virtual volunteering. And we basically just want to spread positivity and just help engage the community, especially during this time. We know how difficult it must be. So we just want to help our community in the best way possible. And for my section, I do Mental Health Mondays podcast, and Wednesdays I just changed it up. It's like kind of a bit of like a free upload, so it's either I can do an activity or I can talk about anything relevant that's currently going on today. And for Fridays, now I do spiritual Fridays, and I actually do it with another student as well.
That's amazing. Well, congratulations on winning that challenge from Division of Research, and thank you for doing that. I think everybody who does any of your activities or listens to your podcast is really benefiting. I really enjoyed our podcast that we did together, and that was a lot of fun. And I'm just really impressed that you took the initiative and took all of this on yourself to do all of it. As I got to know you a little bit from working on the podcast and talking about Keep Moving, we talked a little bit about your motivation for social work and for mental health and for trying to help people around you. And would you share a little bit of what you shared with me?
So basically, my motivations when becoming a social worker, my passion has always been that I love to help people, and especially with various things I've gone through my life. For example, high school was not the best time for me. There was just a lot of like bullying instances and people thinking that they're better than everyone else. And that also made me a stronger person, but then that also led me to become the person that I am today. And it honestly made me want to help people even more because in my theory that bullies have always been, people who have been insecure going through things themselves. But if you can help them, then, you can prevent something big from happening. For example, one thing that happened in high school was the Marjory Stoneman school shooting in 2018. I was a senior when that happened, and that did take a toll on me at the time. However, it did make me into a stronger person, and it's fueled my drive into wanting to be a social worker.
How were you able to turn that around? I mean, I think a lot of people who go through a major traumatic event like that are really faced with a lot, right? Thinking about how it influences their own feelings of safety or vulnerability, or how it influences the way they think about other people and just about humanity and humans in general, or whether they develop post-traumatic stress disorder as a result of it, or whether they experience post-traumatic growth as a result of it. What process did you go through to get yourself to a place where you can use it to motivate yourself for positive growth and positive action?
So basically, it wasn't always like an easy thing for me, and it definitely took a lot for me to get to where I am today. For example, once everything happened, like I remember the day that it happened, I just kind of felt like I wasn't a human anymore. I just kind of felt like, like my mind was numb, and, I couldn't really eat or sleep because I was like really traumatized, and I was afraid to leave the house, even to like go to the grocery store, because I was afraid that someone was going to shoot up the grocery store. The fact that the school shooter guy, reported so many times, and the fact that no one did anything about it, it really just upset me. I was like, why? Like, that's just bizarre to me. And it led me to have, like I did have a little bit of PTSD, for example, ambulances and car horns. Like when I would drive to like FAU, for example, at the very beginning of, college, which was spring of 2019 for me, I would hear car horns and immediately I would have to pull over because I was afraid. Or I would go into the classroom, and if I hear any loud noise, then it was just game over for me. But the support of my friends and my family, and just keep motivating myself every day, even by seeing people like smile at me every day. For example, like I would go past like the hallways and I would see random people just smiling at me, and that made me really happy. And my other Douglas friends who also been through the same thing, we were coping with each other. The first year, the anniversary of the first year that it happened, I went to this beach cleanup, and I basically just reconnected with everyone there, and we all just came together as one, and we just helped motivate one another. And I can definitely say that just having that support and just having that mentality of, it's only temporary, you will get through it, this is not going to affect the rest of your life, really helped me into wanting to help others even more. And I can clearly like say for myself that when I, get my bachelor's next year and I go into like the master's program here at FAU, I can use my experiences to help me become a better social worker.
And I think they definitely will. I mean, that's one of the things that we know in the mental health field is that people who have been through some real difficulties have a lot of empathy for other people and are able to share their experiences, able to connect with their clients, and really able to sort of use those experiences for themselves and for others to kind of serve as a model, and also just to help you really be inside of the experience of other people who are going through traumas. And I think you'll be a great role model, someone that people can see and be inspired by, and see you on the other side of it and see what you've been able to do with it. So I think that's very cool. So I've only known you as this Alexia, the like composed, determined, like charging forward Alexia. How long did it take you to morph into this like phoenix from the ashes?
It definitely took a long time. Like, and I'm still like a work in progress. Like, I just remember there was just a point where I just felt like I can definitely say from high school until now, I feel like a completely different person in the best way possible. I know that back then I was just really shy. I had to basically kind of like the support that I got from friends and family, they kind of just, lured me into getting out of my comfort zone. And what really helped actually last semester and like fall was also just going to random like career fairs to not only find about opportunities, but just get to chat with people who are in my major. For example, that's where I got this t-shirt from.
Woo! I love
And
it.
And just honestly talking to like my classmates and getting to know more people in college has really helped, and not really be stuck with people that, you know, like if they don't necessarily like care all the way. For example, like those people that say that they're going to be there for you but then they're really not. I just learned to like let go of people who aren't really good for me, and I just had to, you know, put my self-care above, and but then also like put other people before myself as well. So it's just kind of like the combination of the two.
That's really cool. Well, I think you're doing an amazing job. I'm just so honored to know you and to get to work with you. And I'm so proud of everything that you're doing and how far you've come. And I mean, obviously, you know, I wish you and all the other students at Marjory, Stoneman, Douglas never had to go through that. That was a horrible tragedy that for everyone near and far, I think it broke a lot of hearts and a lot of homes, and it was awful. But what you are doing with that and how you are transforming pain and tragedy into this sort of beautiful, supportive, positive endeavor is just really inspiring and really meaningful. And I'm just so happy to keep watching you on your upward trajectory, right? You're just where you go next and all the people you help and everything you're doing. It's really exciting, and I'm really proud of you. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. So I just want to encourage everyone to check out Keep Moving's website. It's keepmoving.com. What is it? Yeah.
It is FAUKeepMoving.com.
FAUKeepMoving.com to check out Alexia's podcasts and lots of other amazing virtual volunteering, motivation, as she said, nutritional and exercise challenges. They have got a whole lot of self-care options to help us be healthy in body and mind. And check out FAU Thrive at fau.edu/thrive. And if anyone watching this is struggling with trauma or with post-traumatic stress disorder or anxiety, if you're an FAU student, you can check out our Counseling and Psychological Services Center, and I hope you make use of it. And if not, there's lots of online resources and things. In Palm Beach County, you can dial 211 for an instant support line. So there's a lot of support out there. Go find it, go use it, or be like Alexia and go create it.